This type of dysgraphia is not even being mentioned at all. This is linguistic dysgraphia. And this one is the most popular but least known. And this is where a child will struggle. When they communicate with you verbally, you see that they have so many things to say. And this often shows when a child has gotten to where they need to start doing creative writing, where they need to start answering comprehension questions. When they say it, they say things that are meaningful. But when they want to put it down, they get lost. They have poor logical skills. So their reasoning is low, but verbally they are strong. So this type of children, what do you help them with? They're the one that will write something and in between they forget what they're supposed to write. And there's nothing you will do, they can't remember again. They're the one that you ask, they will read the passage, and when you ask them question, they will just go and pick everything. For example, the question is saying, what is Jane wearing? Now they saw in a place they say Jane was wearing a red short and a blue hat and was going to her daddy's store. Now a child with linguistic dysgraphia is going to copy everything down to the store parts, not knowing that they're supposed to just pick out what she was wearing or what she is wearing. So children like that they have linguistic dysgraphia. So people say they have dyslexia. It's not dyslexia, it's linguistic dysgraphia they have. Because if you ask them and they can answer you very well, but when it's time to write it, they don't know where to start from. That is linguistic dysgraphia. So help them with sentence starters, help them with filling the blanks. They will get better when you start in dictation of words with them. And then also you help with, we call it graphical structure, which is there's a graph to follow. Okay, there's a plot. They're the one that you help with picture story, or we call it pictory. Yeah, so this is what you can use to help a child with linguistic dysgraphia. And the last one is executive dysgraphia. When you hear executive, then I think you should know that executive has to do with organizing, planning, mapping, mind tasks. And a child that is struggling with this, then you should know that this child will be able to put down, they won't be able to organize their thoughts into writing, they'll be able to plan their writing, and they will struggle with just putting down, how like it now, like structuring a story. Now you can't tell this one to you know this verbal reasoning that they will say 1 2 3 4, now we arrange it with the numbers. They can't do stuff like that because they can put the last one for, maybe let me give you an example. James is a boy. He is tall. He attends this school. He's 8 years old. So they said, okay, rearrange this sentence. Now, a child with executive dysgraphia will not understand what you are saying. They will read an instruction and will not know what to do after reading it. Why? Because they have poor executive functioning skills, but only pertaining to written work. So what do you do to help children like this? Use mind mapping. Use visual guides. Supervision and scaffolding is important to help children like this. So they need support, they need peer support, they need classroom support, they need collaboration, they need teacher support. Then you now start removing the support little by little, because you've started teaching them how to use visual guide, how to use finger touch, how to check for the right thing. So they say to themselves first, like they need to think deeply, and then they need executive functioning skills. So children like this, basically most times used to need CBT. CBT is cognitive behavioral therapy. So most times they need CBT to help to develop this kind of skills. So again, get ready for dyscalculia, ADHD, and the rest. I'm Impressed Thelma Igwe, the anointed teacher.